won't play right. I used to know, but now that shit don't feel right. It made me put away my pride. So you made a nigga wait for so long. I used to know, but now things don't feel wrong. I'm wishing I could make this mine. If you want it, yeah, you can have it. Oh, if you need it, ooh, we can make it. Oh, if you want it, you can have it. But stay woke. Niggas creeping. They gon' find you. Gon' catch you sleeping. Ooh, now stay woke. Niggas creeping. Now don't you close your eyes. I'm gonna go ahead and stop there. But anyway, welcome everybody. Welcome to another episode of Speaker. I am Marissa Thinker, and we got a special guest in the building today. My dad. What's up? What's cracking with it, Dad?
What's going on, Richie? I hear you saying niggas creeping. Who you talking? Who you talking about?
What? I just gotta stay woke in these
Stay
streets. I don't know what you mean.
Everybody gotta stay woke this time. You know what I'm saying? We live in a world where if you sleeping, boy, they gonna take advantage of you. You know?
They will. They'll have you messed up out here for real. And like I was bad about it, you know what I'm saying? You used to try to warn me about it, you know what I'm saying? Like, I guess you was really just trying to protect my heart out here for real. Because you know when you got a good heart, what people try to do with it. But I never really understood.
Well, you know, we learning that you know, when we're in this world, they take advantage of the weak, you know, and they take advantage of the kind. And they take advantage of things that you do to help people. You know, we just got more people lurking, you know, to take advantage of you when you're trying to do good. People don't want to see you doing good. People don't want to see you standing upright. You know, and it's a shame because if we ever get our shit together, man, as a race of people, we'd be outstanding, but man, we always on some bullshit, you know. And then like for real, and then like people don't understand, you know, why they don't never have no breaks. They wait because until we make breaks for others, we not gonna get no break ourselves.
Yeah,
you know, I understand what I'm saying. Who gonna give us a break?
Nobody.
You know. Right, because we ain't letting nobody, we ain't trying to help nobody. We'll put each other down. And like I said, I ain't trying to come negative, but I'm just speaking. Well, you know, I had my pastor in St. Louis used to be talking about, you know, I'm just saying what I'm saying. Shout out to him. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You know who I'm talking about. You know, he say I'm not talking about nobody. I'm just saying what I'm saying. You know, and like I'm saying, because
if the shoe fit, it ain't my fault.
Right. Because we always wonder why we always, you know, depressed, in a doldrum, need help for shit. Because we won't help nobody. You know, if somebody gotta make it, man. Now, you understand? Somebody gotta make it, get up to the top, throw a rope down, you know, and help somebody else. But if you all just everybody trying to get up and everybody pulling each other down, and then you got people don't even give a shit. You got people just like being at the bottom. You know?
Yeah, absolutely. And that we was kind of talking about that last night. I think a lot of people call it like crabs in a barrel. You know what I'm saying? Because when you do have those people that's willing to throw the rope down, it's somebody else trying to cut the rope.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Where you going? You want to be? You want to? You know, we down there, man. This some shit, man. This is. You know, it's messed up here. I don't like it here. my money ain't right, or my job ain't right, or everything. My relationship ain't right, and
Yeah.
everything. Just go around, just bringing it. I'm gonna correct that. I'm gonna get this together, and then when you get the opportunity to do it, then you look up like, nah, it's scary up there in that daylight.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
it's scary up there in that daylight. I don't know what's. I know down here where it's all grimy and dirty and nasty. I know I survived down here.
This what I'm used to.
Right.
This
But
home.
yeah, but for me to go up there in that daylight and me to do something different, like explore, get better opportunities and stuff. No, I'm not going. That's scary to me. You know, and I think that's what holds us down a lot of times.
It is, because it is. You know what I'm saying? Like, people can throw the rope down all day, but you have to be willing to accept the rope. And then I think what some people don't realize a lot of the times is that you have to do the work. When you looking at somebody else's life, like, you know what I'm saying? Oh, like, because a lot of people will do that. They'll be like, oh, it's just so easy for you, but I can't do this because of X, and I can't do this because of Y. You know what I'm saying? But it's just like, somebody that's done the work is telling you from a perspective of like, I had to do the work. It wasn't pretty. It wasn't cute, but I did what I have to do. And somebody is telling you, it's just like, I know you just gonna have to do what it is that you got to do. And a lot of people don't want to hear that. You know what I'm saying? They don't want to hear that they have to put some work in, that they have to make changes, because the only person that's in control of your outcomes is you.
Yeah, and then like what you saying about work, and it could mean like a lot of things. Like people think like work, like it could be like you need therapy, like you need to speak to somebody. You need to get a format in your life, to live your life right. And
Right.
then sometimes when you need to do the work, you just need to use the things that you have.
Yeah.
Like we went to, like, sometimes, like, black people and stuff, like in finance, we don't know finances.
Yeah.
We don't know how to fucking get our check and balance a book, know how to spend our money right, and that means work. We
Right.
don't, like, even if you're doing a podcast and stuff, it's work. It's serious business. It's steps that you got to go through, and it's things that you got to sacrifice.
Yeah.
And you got to really mean it. And if you don't really mean it, you just gonna be, treading water. And
Yeah.
that's that type of work like that. And then you got that type of work like on your job. You
Mm-hmm.
want to be better. You get a job and you just go to your job every day, and you not doing nothing and stuff, and you not progressing, and you not getting better and stuff, and you comfortable in your job, man, you gonna be comfortable not making no money. You're
Yep.
gonna be comfortable, and see, that's what I'm saying. That's the type of work where you gotta be in there, go in there and say, I want to be the best at whatever you. If it's sweeping the floors, I want to progress and be more. That's what type of work I think you're talking about. In
Yeah.
everything you do, in your house and stuff. If you move in your house and your house got white walls, and you move in brand new, you got to make that house better. Like, progressively in 5 years, it needs to look better than it did 5 years ago. That's work.
Right.
Everything work and stuff. But people just hear you say you got to do the work. A lot of times people don't understand what
What it
that
means.
means.
Yeah.
You know?
It just means doing what's required in whatever field that you're talking about. I remember I had a conversation with one of my bosses a while ago, and basically what it was saying is just like, you have to be successful, you have to get used to being uncomfortable. You have to get used to putting yourself outside of your comfort zone, because that's the only way that you're gonna grow. If you content just sitting in whatever it is that you sitting in, you not gonna grow. If you uncomfortable asking questions, if you are never really striving for more, you're gonna be exactly where it is that you are. But the things that make you uncomfortable, you know, like though they might be unpleasant for a moment, they ultimately make you better. It's choosing things that'll help you make you better. For instance, it could be something so simple. It's just like, I want to be a person that keeps a clean house. Well, you know what I'm saying? That means that you're going to have to vacuum the floor. You're going to have to make your bed. You're going to have to wash your dishes and stuff like that. And it's just like, now, if you choose to not do those things, then you're going to be having a messy house, and whatever comes with having a messy house. But if you make those small sacrifices, that 5 minutes, actually, it'll take me like a minute to make my bed. That minute that you take to make your bed, that 5 minutes that it takes to vacuum, that 10 minutes it takes to wash dishes. Okay, you done invested 25 minutes that you could have spent on the couch scratching your ass watching Love and Hip Hop. You know what I'm saying? But now you sitting in a clean house, and you got a different environment that you could have otherwise.
Exactly. And like you know, when people say doing work, and then I may be wrong on this, and it's just an observation, but like people with education and stuff like that, they seem to not have problems because they seem to sometimes have common sense, good sense, and they can put stuff in compartments, that works for them. Like I was talking to your mom this morning, and she started something, and I was like, we got to get plans, so we got to compartmentalize your stuff. So we got to put stuff in the pantry, put stuff in the kitchen, put stuff upstairs, and then have a flow to it to make it make sense, instead of being in mad chaos. Yep. And I think a lot of times, people that when you were small, people that was in school, smart people, they understood. They took notes, and they could compartmentalize things and have it so they could go back and look at their notes, and when it was time for a test, they jumped on it and they understood. I don't think they was no smarter than that. They was more organized than that.
They had better habits.
So when they had to study, they knew where to go to study. But then it comes to people that's not organized. And that's what you mean about doing the work. When it would come time to study, we got to go all the way back from the beginning. So all those steps that we could have took, you know what I'm saying? Say if it was 5 steps, and you put that in, you read, you studied, you took notes, and that's 3 steps. And then when it's time to take the test, you went back on step 4, and you reread all your notes that did those 3 steps, and then step 5 is taking the test, and you successful. But what do most people do in life on everything? They have all those steps. They look at them. They lazy. They don't do what they want to do. They don't do what they supposed to do. Then when it's time to take the test, they go off of their own knowledge of what they had to start with. Maybe they picked up some, maybe not.
Right.
Because they don't give a damn. They don't care. They don't want more. That's the type of work you have to do. You have to say, look, I want to be successful at something. And when you're successful at something, it's just not going to fall in your lap.
No, it's not.
You're going to have to do the work.
You're going to have to do the work. And that's exactly, and you know what I'm saying? Like, I can be real honest. It's why I wasn't successful in college. That's exactly why. You nailed why I wasn't successful, when I started college, because I didn't have those habits. I was lazy as hell. You know what I'm saying? And I didn't realize how lazy I was. You know what I'm saying? I was used to being able to read something one time, take a test and get an A, or write one paper, take a test, get an A. And when you in a setting like college, you know what I'm saying? It's so much, you know what I'm saying? Life is fully at your fingertips, right? And everything is up to your choice. Everything is up to your choice. How you socialize, when you study, when you go to class, when you don't, everything is up to you. Ain't nobody telling you what to do or whatever. And that's what makes or breaks people a lot of the time. And at the time, it broke me, right? But you know what I'm saying? Because it's just like, it was easier to go socialize. So you go socialize, and then it's like you go sit down and study, and you like, this hard. But going to ask a teacher or asking a friend for help is uncomfortable. So instead of me choosing, you know, to do what's uncomfortable and actually ask for help. I got too much pride. So I'd rather just act like everything is okay. I'd rather just act like everything is okay.
Exactly.
The status quo is fine. You know what I'm saying? And not pass classes. And then when you not passing classes, you know, you be like, you know what? I don't even think I need college. You just say, fuck it. Because I wasn't really ready to step up to the plate.
You punked out.
Exactly.
All because you didn't do what?
I didn't do the work.
Thank you.
I wasn't willing to do the work.
I'm gonna keep we could just keep on talking.
Yeah.
We're gonna figure out that everything is about doing the work. And if you choose to punk out and not do it, it's your fault. You can't blame nobody. And one thing I heard you say, you said that's when I went to college. You can't blame it on your mama,
nope,
your daddy, your upbringing, no nothing. It's your fault.
Yeah.
Once you 18 and you start making decisions on your own, you can't blame it on where you came from.
Mm-hmm.
You can't blame it on your mama. You can't blame it on your daddy. Sometimes if your ass over 18, you know, I'm just saying, I don't want to say no 21-year-old. Well, say if you 30 years old. You done lived 12 years. If you ain't learned nothing and stuff, you been on your own. Your mama and daddy ain't did shit to you.
Yeah.
You can't blame people for that.
Yeah.
You know?
It's time to let that go.
Yeah. You gotta fucking just take, this why I am. This why I'm fucked up. This why now you fucked up because you didn't do
the work.
Right. You know? And that's like that and it's like, we talking. That's like that for anything, because I can be talking, don't want nobody to feel like I'm talking about this.
Man, it could be anybody. It is,
what I'm saying? Well, here it is. I'm like, say like if you get a car, right?
Right.
And, you buy a brand new car, you got a car note, you got insurance, and you see all your life, man, you wanted this fucking, you got a humpty, you got a fucked up ride. And you be like, man, I can't wait to get my new ride. I don't care if it's 3 years old. I can't wait to get my whip. Man, when I get my whip, it's gonna be nice. Why people get it and stuff? First time, change your oil 3 months every 4,000 miles. Then get that brand new car.
Yeah.
And won't even fucking get the oil change, And then all of a sudden stuff go wrong with it. You need tires and stuff. You won't do that. And then you wonder why 4 years later, you driving around a whip that look like your old whip.
Yeah.
You paid for, but then other people, they drive their car and their car look brand new. They got to pay for. Like my sister, man, she got a little old car that she been driving. Man, that car
looked like it when she bought it.
Exactly. And the oil been changed and the tires been new and everything because she take care of it. And she ain't rich or nothing. It's a little small car fit her and everything, but she take care of her shit. The same about your house and stuff. You move in the house and stuff, and you come from, it can work both ways. You can live in a house where you ain't had nothing, or you can come from your mom and dad had stuff. And if you ain't willing to do the work, then you go in the house and you don't vacuum, you don't clean, you don't do what needs to be done. In about 4 years, the house it's gonna start breaking down. You don't get what's fixed done in it. It's gonna be a piece of shit. And then you gonna say, man, this house ain't shit. No, you ain't shit.
Right. The house was fine. The house didn't do it.
You ain't shit. So the bottom line, I'm saying, you absolutely work by doing the work. But if you don't do the work, accept the fact that you
accept
ain't
what you
shit.
get. Yeah, you gotta accept what you get with that. You know what I'm saying?
Shit.
And you know what I'm saying? And I could say anything, you know what I'm saying? Even with like the college thing, for me, I'll go back to that because it's an easy example and I can speak on myself. But it's just like, you know, after I left college, I settled for many years because I gave up on myself, right? I wasn't willing to do the work. And that's when you start settling. And when you do that, you get what you get. You know what I'm saying? And I would be the same person that's sitting up here while I'm going through this, while I'm dealing with that. This ain't how I wanted it to be. I thought my life was going to be so much more. I'm not doing the work.
Right.
My life could be anything that I want it to be. But I got to be willing to do the work.
But look here, I'm just talking shit. Because it's stuff right now that me personally that I can do better on, you know. So I'm just talking then when I said and it come out my mouth, at least I realized that it's stuff that I can do better on,
right,
and then give it an effort to do better.
Absolutely.
You know, that's all that is. Nobody's perfect. But you know, you hope and think that we as a people would try to strive, you know, and help people out, to help people to stand up. And maybe one day somebody will help you stand up. Absolutely. But right now, we ain't got it, man. You know, as a person living in a home when your AC go out, you be hoping to see a black businessman that come through that can say, man, look, man, you don't have to pay no $300-400. It's just this. You be hoping that when you can find somebody that work on your car to say, man, you don't have to pay no $900 to fix this, man. This is simple. You know, you just think that, you know, eventually after all this time, you know, that we had it figured out where we can help each other. That's all. You know, that we can help each other instead of pulling each other down. And we wonder why we can't get nowhere. Because we ain't got no avenues to get nowhere, you know?
Right. And like, to piggyback off what you saying, something that you said earlier, like I was thinking about this the other day. A lot of us don't like accountability. A lot of us don't like to be held accountable for the stuff it is that we do. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people feel like it's a personal attack when you try to when you're trying to tell them like what they doing wrong that they could improve on. People don't want to hear that. But like accountability is like really one of the first steps to actually changing something in your life. If you acting like it ain't nothing wrong with what it is that you doing, like everything is okay and the status quo is fine, but meanwhile you complaining about things and you know what I'm saying, always want to be the Debbie Downer, like, you know, oh, it's so bad, it's so this, it's so that, whatever. But like, you know what I'm saying, you're not doing anything to make it different, you're not doing anything to make it change. It's just like people want to act like you the enemy if you try to hold them accountable.
Well, yeah, that's in anything. I go through that on my job. That people you consider friends that you try to tell stuff to, or try to give them advice, they don't want advice. But when they getting ready to get fired, you know, they coming to you like, what do you think? You're like, well, I was trying to give you advice. You know, I saw what you were doing wrong.
Right.
But you didn't want to hear it.
Right.
And then, like, then you say like you're not a good friend, you know, because the truth hurt, you know?
Yeah, the truth hurt. It's easier to make somebody else the bad guy than to hold yourself accountable and make changes. You know what I'm saying? And I'm saying that from personal experience. You know what I'm saying? Like sometimes even growing up, you can tell the people this. If it was something that you was telling me that I ain't like, I'm ready to fight you tooth and nail if I don't want to see the truth.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Because, you know, that's how Dad was. You know, Dad told you. You know, I was blessed, you know, like, you know, family-wise. When, you know, because, when your parents can tell you how they feel and stuff like that, then it you know, it hurts, you know, when they tell them when you're younger and stuff. But when you realize that they was telling you for your own best interest,
yep,
you know, you realize that. So then my sister, she do the same thing. Like she could tell you how she feels. And like when you younger, man, sometimes the truth hurts. Like when people just blunt and they telling you stuff and you don't want to hear it, it hurts. But it's nice when you get older to have people that's looking out for your best interests, than people that's just patting you on the back saying what you want to hear. Like, sometimes you got people like, that can't take the truth. So you got to sugarcoat stuff for them because they ain't made just to be truthful. You always got to be, worried about what you going to say because like they going to break, like they brittle and stuff. But they not brittle. They just don't want to hear what you have to say. So it seems like it hurts them, but that's life. That's the family. You understand? That's
I'm laughing because that would be me. You know what I'm saying? I start crying.
Right.
Yeah.
Everybody got that. Some people you can just, you can hit them with all your bullshit, both barrels, and they can take it. Some people, man, they look strong and they look tough, man, but they will, and them the people that fool you, man, because people they act like they they built for this tough shit, but really inside they like a marshmallow. Yeah. So you look at people, man, you be like, talk, they can talk that shit, but then they feelings get hurt, you be like, I'm confused. And then they'll come back later, and then they hard again. You be like, well, shit, I'm confused. I don't know who I'm talking to.
Right.
Right. First you hard, then you a marshmallow, now you hard.
That's somebody that's not being honest with themselves.
Right. What the fuck are you?
Not being honest with yourself. Because at your core, you that damn marshmallow. But you putting on the front like you whatever. And you know what I'm saying? If you was honest with yourself and be like, you know what? Because I had to do it. You know what I'm saying? It's just like, you know what? I am a marshmallow. And I let people hurt me too easily. And then it's like, once you are that honest with yourself and you hold yourself accountable, you can change that. You can do something about it. You can put in the work and you can do something about it. That's why, you know what I'm saying? Like when I'm talking to other people, it's just like, shit, well, I done said what I had to say now. I can tell you how I feel. And you know what I'm saying? And it just is what it is. If you hurt me, you hurt me. If you made me happy, you made me happy. You know what I'm saying? If I'm disappointed in somebody's actions, I can tell you that. And it's not going to affect how I feel because I'm honest with myself about how I feel. And I can be honest with you too.
Right. See, and I think that's where sometimes the dynamic of the family come in. Like some of these, guys, like I was raised by my father and my mother, right?
Right.
And they had roles. But one of the things, like for my father, he never did show his emotions. Like he never showed no marshmallow back, So now, if I'm sensitive,
right.
But my shell of being a man comes from being and seeing my father. Some people like me, people that father ain't really in their life, they raised by their mother, and they tough, because they're male, and they do all the things that a male do, but the fact that their father was never around, they don't get that inner, that real man type shit.
Yeah.
You understand what I'm saying? They don't get where when I was a kid, when my father said something, he meant what he said, And then when he got up and went to work every day, he showed me how to go to work every day. He showed me, like, when he talked to my mother, he talked to her with respect, but he talked to her when he said something, it meant something. And then he taught me and stuff that when you walk around, you can't be all sensitive, you can't be all crying, going through shit, because a man gonna go through shit, especially a black man. You know, this world beat you down.
Right.
And every time you go through something, you can't be crying.
Yep.
Like, remember when you always say that I used to tell you don't cry, and I know you're a female, but the reason I tell people don't cry because crying ain't getting you nowhere.
Nope.
And the reason like people go into depression and stuff and they need to work on themselves, because you need to work on yourself, because all that shit ain't gonna get you nowhere. You understand? It's just gonna make you go down to the abyss, you know, of negative things, and that's what Satan wants you. You know what I'm saying? That's what he wants you. He happy when you are dealing with depression and you dealing with things that gonna make you feel bad and make you feel like you can't make it in this world and make you feel suicidal and all those things. That's what Satan wants you. And I'm not trying to go biblical on you. I'm just trying to tell you that it's set up like that. You know?
Is.
But
it is.
And to get back on, like I said, so I saw my dad do that. So it made me, you know, be able to, like, it's certain things, like when I could deal with my wife or deal with my kids, you know, it's certain things, if I want to be soft or something, I have to do that, you know, not around people. You know, you have your moments where you feel a certain way, but like I say, you still got to deal with life. And like I'm saying, so if you need therapy or you need to talk to Jesus, or if you need anything to work your way out to get through, that's what you need to do, you know. But you need to work on it, and you gotta do the work on it and make sure that you good.
Yep.
But sitting on the couch and just saying, you know, you have a bad day or a bad week or a bad month, all that's gonna do is make you have a bad year.
Yeah, because it's just adding up.
Right. And if you ain't doing nothing about it, what the fuck you think gonna happen?
Exactly.
You know? And then like a lot of people, and this just keep on going on the conversation, then a lot of people try to correct that shit with alcohol or marijuana.
Yep.
Or marijuana. And not knowing all they doing
is making it worse.
A worse problem for themselves, right? Because now you spending money and without knowing what your issues is. If your issue is money that depressing you, now you spending money, you adding another problem that you think is the marijuana and the alcohol helping you.
It ain't solving it. You know what I'm saying? You ain't solving it. That's another thing. It numbs it.
You know,
and
for the next day.
And
then it's for the next week. Then it's for the next month. Then it's for the whole year. Then it's for the other year. And all of a sudden, 5 or 6 years go by, and you ain't did shit.
You ain't did shit. That's my story. That's my story. And I don't think people understand that. People like to look at where you are today and don't know where the fuck you came from. You know what I'm saying? Because that's the story. People be having addictions and ain't willing to be honest with themselves about what the fuck they going through. You know what I'm saying? And that's why I bring up accountability and doing the work yet again, because if you not being honest with yourself about what you going through and you just numb and shit, you ain't getting nowhere. For real. You mad about your finances, so you go buy you an eighth, a half, or a zip. You know what I'm saying? But you just spent $100 that you could have spent somewhere else doing something else. You know what I'm saying? Finding something that makes you happy without it. And that's what people don't realize. It's just like you're not really dealing with the issues, but you'd have to be honest with yourself that you have a problem for you to even deal with the problem. because a lot of this shit is just masking it. It's just like, I don't want to feel, and I still, you know what I'm saying, like it's not as much today, but you know what I'm saying, like I'm just, you know, overcoming this hurdle, because it'll be times where it's like, yeah, I might stop smoking and I might be on a wave, and it's just like, you know, like let me go, you know, hit a little something real quick. You know what I'm saying? I'm doing all the things that I need to do. Let me go smoke one time. It ain't nothing. You know what I'm saying? It ain't nothing. Before you know it, you don't went from smoking a joint one time to a joint a day. Not two. Now I'm saying, now you got to be high all the time, and you ain't doing shit, because what you doing, you know what I'm saying? Some people can smoke, some people can have their little things, and they can do it in moderation.
That's what I was just getting ready to say. That's what I was just getting ready to say. Because, like, you know, the point where you want to get to, because I don't think nobody knows saint. And I don't think what we sitting up here talking about is people eliminating what they do.
Nah, it's knowing why you're doing it.
Yeah, because, like, to me, like, I ain't never gonna, because I like to have a drink. And I grew up with people that smoked some weed, and they perfectly fine. And I knew some people that smoked some weed and it bothered them. But that's their personal choice.
Right.
And that's what we got to deal with. All this are people's personal choices. If people choose to be fucked up and have their life fucked up like that,
that's on them.
That's on them, right? That's on them. That's all right. Then, you know, like, we was having a conversation, you know, like with well, I don't want to say his name, but you know, we last night, you know.
Yeah.
And all that was his personal choice, you know. But we still had that conversation, and whether it was wrong or right, you know, we talked about it, you know, we dealt with it, and then at the end of the day, you know, that's his decisions to make, you know, and that's everybody. At the end of the day, everybody has to deal with the decisions that they make. I'm just saying that if it was me, I want to make decisions that's gonna benefit me.
Yeah. Yeah, and same, and that was one of the biggest lessons that I've even had to learn recently. You know what I'm saying? It's just like, I've always been the type of person where I like to bring people along with me. You know what I'm saying? I like to have, if I'm winning in my life, I want to see the people around me win too. But you can't want to see somebody win that don't think they can win. You know, and you can't bring everybody with you. And when you left, you know what I'm saying? Some people will legitimately fight against their own success. You know what I'm saying? And it might not even be their success. You know what I'm saying? I gotta take my ego out of it. You know what I'm saying? Because the way that I see the future going might not be the future for them.
Right.
But I know where my future is going because God put that seed in my head. You know what I'm saying? So just because it's not, you made your choice and this ain't the way that you want to go, and it's not what you want it to look like for you, I still got to do what I got to do for me. And it's not personal. You know what I'm saying? It's not personal. I don't take your decision personal. You doing what you got to do for you. But at the same time, I got to do what I got to do for me. And that involves what God told me to do.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And I got to choose myself, and I can't feel bad for, you know, doing what's best for myself.
No, I mean, that's, you know, everybody, you know, gonna come out right on everything, you know, that they do, you know. Mm-hmm. You got to pray that, you know, all you can do is always be good friends to people and keep doing what you're doing, trying to help people, you know, like that. See, this what I've learned. When you trying to help people, you get more enemies and you get more people against you, you know, for trying to help people and looking out. You want the best for people. But, you know, the people that don't never get, people never get mad at, you don't never get mad at the dope man. You don't never get mad at the liquor store man. No. You don't never get mad at the man that trying to beat you out your money. They'll be the people that you fear, you know?
Yeah.
You understand what I'm saying? So the dope man wants you fucked up.
Yeah.
Okay? So you can keep buying for him, although it's fucking with you. Just like you smoke cigarettes, the cigarette man, you know, the big companies and corporations, nobody mad at them for killing millions of people a year with cancer. You know, pumping that shit and they just smoking that shit. You know, alcohol the same way. Even if you take the streets like a hooker or some shit like that, or a motherfucker dying of AIDS or whatever just out there, you don't never get mad at these people because they vices, you know?
Yeah.
But here you is trying to help somebody, you know? Try to, you know, give people that vice. Motherfuckers, I done lost many a friend, you know, trying to help. And I ain't talking about like just, and when I'm saying help, I'm just saying try sometimes being a good friend, and sometimes just talking too much. Sometimes just saying shit that they don't want to hear, you know, because nobody really, you know, we live in a world, like I say, when we started, we at the bottom of that barrel. As long as you at the bottom of that barrel, and you saying the shit that everybody want to hear, and you in that smut and that grime, that smoke, everybody happy. They don't like it, you know, but they down there surviving. And then you start talking some shit like, look, man, I think I got the answer to get out of here. I think if we do this, man, we'll get out of here. I think if we climb this side of it, we'll get out of here. You know, and they looking at you like, man, you know how much effort that's gonna take to get out of here?
Yeah.
And then when we get out of here, you know how much effort that's gonna take to stay out of here? And then when we stay out of here, to make it, you know how much effort that's gonna take? That's a lot of effort. Why don't we just stay here with no effort, you know? Why don't we just stay here and get this government assistance? Why don't we just stay here and get our housing paid for? Why don't we just stay here and never get married and never get in no relationship and never take responsibilities for what we do? And why don't we just stay here and just do this? It's easier, man. Do you really want to climb up there and get out and make it? You know? And then when you make it, and then you happy, they look at you and shit, and they say, look at that son bitch. That son bitch think he's something. You know?
Yeah.
He fucking did all that work that I didn't want to do. Now he doing it. You know, I wish it was a way that I could get up there, climb up there, and pull his ass right back down here with me. I don't want to climb up there and do no work. I don't want to climb up there and be successful. I just want to climb up there, grab that nigga, and bring him back down here with me. See what I'm saying? Don't that sound crazy?
Yeah, it do.
But ain't it true though?
It's very true. It's very true. Some people really think that way. Some people really think that way. And it's because they'd rather look at you than try to figure out what it's going to take to actually get them out that barrel. You know what I'm saying? It's just like they ain't trying to figure out what's for them outside of that barrel, because it really could be something out there for them.
See,
but
that's why words like sellout and Uncle Tom come from. You see, we made Uncle Tom sound like a bad word, but Uncle Tom was a nigga that made it. Uncle Tom was a nigga that did the work. You know, do your research. Uncle Tom was a nigga that did the work, became successful, wasn't scared of them white folks and made it. But the niggas called him Uncle Tom because he made it.
That's
okay.
Right. Mm-hmm.
And then white folk called him Uncle Tom to tell the people that didn't make it, to make them feel like that's what you don't want to be. You don't want to be no Uncle Tom.
Right, yeah.
And the shit worked.
It does, yeah. It does.
The shit worked.
It does. But you know what's so crazy? What I'm learning, I'm sure Uncle Tom didn't give a damn.
No.
Because Uncle Tom was living for Uncle Tom. Uncle Tom wasn't living for the white folks, and he wasn't living for y'all neither.
No.
Because y'all people gonna talk regardless. Either way, you gonna have some shit to say.
You right. But to see, what my point is, but the word Uncle Tom, they made it where the man was a positive influence on people.
Yeah.
They made it a negative influence.
Because no, we don't want you to sit up here and try to do the same. Hell nah. We don't want you to try to repeat that success. No.
And they made it for black people to say, oh no, we don't want to be no. We don't want to be that one. We want to sag our pants. We want to not get educated. We want to not do what we supposed to do. If you do all that shit correct, you just like them. You know, be poor and black. Ask for help. You know, take what you can. Don't never do nothing on your own. You know, that's crazy, Rich.
Man, we so powerful. And it's so crazy because it's just like we so powerful, but it's the mind. It's the mind. It's just like our minds are so, they try to keep us so low and thinking so low of ourselves. It's just like if we actually like, you know, took the time and actually built each other up, like you said, and started speaking power and thinking highly of ourselves, we'd be unstoppable. But it's literally, it's that mind. They done got so deep in our minds that we think that, you know what I'm saying, all of the bad things are good.
I don't,
you know?
but see, I used to think like that, but now I think that we at a point to where, you know, we were taught to think a certain way and do things because we wasn't educated on things.
Mm-hmm.
But I think now, like when we started this, we was talking about do the work.
Yeah.
I think now you got enough out there with the internet. You got enough out there if you read books. You got enough out there if you just talk to people. You can find out, you know, a whole lot of stuff go on, and then know what it's to the point where it's just you know, it's just we can't blame nobody for our situation. We know what happened, you know. We know that people pieces of shit, you know. We know how people oppressed us and stuff like that. But to keep on dwelling on it just gonna leave you, you know, right where you is. It's time to do something about it.
Yeah.
You know? Yeah. It's time, and that's what I'm saying. You know, you started it off with doing the work, and that it's time to do the work.
Yeah.
It's time to figure out, you know, why we the way we are, you know, and what we need to do to change. Right.
Yeah. And it kind of even goes back to like what you're saying about like where it's just like if something happens and you sit up there and you cry and you depressed and you smoke it away, that's really what we doing in the bigger picture. You can apply that to any and everything in the bigger picture of things. That's what you do. It's like if you sitting up here complaining about it, saying why I gotta be like this and that and whatever, none of that's changing the situation.
Right.
None of that's changing the situation. You know what I'm saying? One of the things that I had to learn is how to honor my feelings and then move the hell on. You know what I'm saying? So it's just like, you know, oh, I'm sad. Why am I sad? Because this happened. Okay, acknowledge it, move on. What we gonna do about it? And just keep moving. It's not nothing that you need to just shut down for. You know what I'm saying? It's just like I've done things and I wasn't successful. So what I'm gonna do? Just sit up here and think everything that I touch is not gonna be successful? No, that's not true. I need to make changes. I realized where I went wrong in certain aspects of my life, why I got the results that I got, and now it's time to do something about it. Right. Now it's time to make changes. Now it's time to put in the work and do something different. You know what I'm saying?
Right, and it ain't even about being successful when you do that. I'm just telling you, man, you know, where you come from, and I'm just telling you where you come from. You came from, your grandparents didn't have much of an education, but they was hard workers. and they believed in Christ, and they put that in their kids. And I'm the only one left that's working. They're out here. All my brothers and sisters, they retired in somewhat fashion, and doing good for themselves, and they went to work every day. You know, they went to work, and to me, that's a success story. And they went to work every day, and now they're getting to enjoy the fruits of their labor. And I'm proud of them for that. And then I see, like, you know, my nieces and nephews, they taking that same point of emphasis and doing the same thing. You know, we ain't like get together, but we know what everybody kids doing like that. And like I know my brother Nate, kids, they all work, they all do fantastic things out here trying to grind. Danny kids doing the same, you know, solid kids, you know, educated and stuff like that, and doing the same like that. And you so man to be proud of them. And then some of them like Jericho, they got problems, but they was trying to, you know, they trying to correct their problems. And then even his grandkids, you know, they going
yeah, they
to college
doing their thing too.
like
Yeah.
that. So I just say that come from upbringing, you know, to strive. Like, you know, everybody think you gotta be rich. No, you just gotta be out here trying.
Yeah.
You just gotta be out here trying, you know, trying to grind, stuff like that. You know, and you know, you don't get to say, you don't really get to see your family like that to tell them, you know, the things that, you know, when I get up and go to work, and I think about, you know, in my dark times or happy times, it's think about some of the faces I don't see that you just want to like give them a hug and be like, man, you doing outstanding. When you see like when they have the kids and they getting married and they just, you know, dealing with stuff and not giving up on stuff. You know, I could be telling people business, but I won't on here. But like they go, you know, they go through stuff like that and they deal with it. If they have to go through stuff with their kids, you know, they dealing with it and they dealing with it in a good way. And I guess I'm trying to, you know, instead of talking all negative,
right,
just try to bring something positive, you know, because, you know, I'm just saying, man, as a person.
It is people out here doing the work, yeah.
Yep. To look at my family, like you be like, you be seeing some of these, you know, my nieces and nephews when they was little and they was going through something. You see them as mothers, you see them as fathers, and you see like, you know, they out here doing their grind, and you be like, right on, because I ain't talking about none of them when I'm talking about do the work, because they doing the work, you know. And I'm glad, you know, I just want to put that out there. And I just think everybody ought to, you know, because I need to do the work myself. But if some of them need to do the work, then do the work, you know. But, you know, I'm just, you know, it's just so nice to see that at least your family has got that grind. And I think that comes from mom and dad, you know, seeing them raising us like they did. You know, and everybody having respect for themselves, you know, because a lot of times problems come when people don't have respect for themselves.
Yeah.
And then they, because if you got respect, then like, even like, you know, you brought the subject up, so I use you as an example. Like when you was going to school and you said, you know, some of the problems that occurred that you was going to school, you know, whoop the whop and all that. If you had like all respect for yourself, you would have gave so much about getting that education, you know, you would have kicked all that other stuff to the
side, yeah.
You know, but you know, sometimes it's just the respect level that you have for yourself, and I'm speaking that because you know when you know it's like that for me, you know. Some things I could say I could have done better in some of these jobs and wanting more and stuff, but like sometimes, like when you younger, you just feel like you can't get them. Then when you older, you just don't want to put the effort to do it.
Yeah. And that's very much what got me to this space that I got now, you know what I'm saying? Because the only reason why I talk about what I've been through is to talk about where you can go with it. You know what I'm saying? Because now, because I've had those experiences, it's a blessing. You know what I'm saying? It might sound like a bad thing, but I see these things as a blessing, because now when I've hit this point in life, now I know that. You know what I'm saying? Because I know that's where I went wrong. It's just like, now the things that I want, I'm going to put in the work. I'm going to do what it is that I have to do. And I'm going to push them other things aside that get in the way. And I'm going to go after what it is that I want, because that's what I want. I said that to myself, and that's what I believe. And I believe in myself in order to get it. You know what I'm saying? It's just like, just because things probably didn't go the way that you wanted them to in the past doesn't mean that you can't change it.
Yeah.
You can keep going. You can keep moving. You know what I'm saying? All you got to really do is learn a lesson. Everybody goes through bad things. Everybody goes through disappointments. You know what I'm saying? You might not have done the best that it is that you can do, but you can't just sit and sulk about it. You know what I'm saying? At a certain point in time, like, if you really want that situation to change, all you got to do is tell yourself, is get to the bottom of where it went wrong, and then do something to change it, and then pick yourself back up. You know what I'm saying? The only person that can define what success is to you is you. That's the only thing that matters. If success to you is going to work every day and taking care of your family and you know what I'm saying, doing what it does, doing what you gotta do to make you happy, you know what I'm saying, you might do a little smoke, you might do a little drink, whatever, that's perfectly fine. Because the only person that can dictate what your life should look like should be you anyway.
Right. Man, I was finna say something, but then you hit me with it, and I forgot about everything I was gonna say. You know, because you're absolutely right. Oh, to me, when you say that, success means happiness.
Yeah.
You know, whatever you happy with, you know, in your life. It ain't about having cars, money, you know, houses, you know. But if you happy with whatever you got, you know, that's success to me. You know, that's what I'm saying. You know, I think when you talk about doing the work, I think that's what you're working on. You're working on your happiness.
Yeah. You
know, you're working on to get out of darkness in your life. Get out of where you thinking everything is a problem in your life.
Right.
Think that you just want to be able to wake up and say that, hey, I'm happy. So if you happy with all them things, the way your life is, how you living, then ain't nothing wrong with that.
Absolutely.
You know, you shouldn't even do the work. You know, that's just like if a slave was happy with being a slave and staying in the master's house and doing the master's work, then, you know, hey, if he was happy, fine. But if he wasn't happy and he wanted something, then he should do the work to get out of there and stuff like that. I just think, you know, the more I just talk about it, the more I think, I guess we shouldn't just beat down these slaves. We should just let them be slaves.
Let them
be. Let them be slaves, you know.
I'm definitely learning that. You know what I'm saying? You know my life. You know what I'm saying? You really know my life. And it's just like, a lot of the times, it's just like, when I say I gotta leave people behind, that's not with judgment. I grew up differently than a lot of people. You know what I'm saying? My interpretation of the world is different than a bunch of people. You know what I'm saying? I ain't gotta go out drinking every weekend. I ain't gotta go sleep with a bunch of people. I don't need a whole lot of attention or none of that. And I understand not everybody works the way I do. Not everybody sees the world the way that I do. And I used to try to like, you know what I'm saying, try to get people to see a bigger picture, but shit, that's my bigger picture. Some people find where they at doing what they doing. And I'm wrong. And I'm wrong for trying to change it.
Exactly. Because that's a good life. Shit. mean, it ain't no good life for me.
It's not for me.
That's a good life for somebody, right? That's a good life. And I ain't gonna look down on that because I got partners like that. You know, I had partners that was in service, retired from service, I think that's what motivated me, because in my life I had more people that wanted stuff. Like I'm telling you, I had, like I said, you had Nate was always grinding. You had Danny was always grinding. You had Saab was always grinding. And they, you know what I'm saying? You saw them buy their house. You saw how they did it, you know, and you wanted to follow them and do the same thing, you know. And I got mad respect for them, you know, and I ain't never see, like I said, I ain't never see, you know, we always, you know, drank, you know, like a little bit, couldn't get fucked up. I don't think it's in our system. I ain't know.
I don't even think it's
Jerry,
possible.
You know, I know he got out a little bit, but shit, he can't do it now. But it ain't, you know, it wasn't never a love affair with drugs and alcohol. You know,
right?
So if we fell in love with anything, it was Christ. You know, so you know that was our drug most of the time. You know, when you found Jesus Christ, you fell in love with him. It was your mission, you know, to try to get better and stuff. So, you know, that was our thing in our family. So, you know, if people want, if you know what I'm saying, if people don't want to do the work, that's fine.
That's up to them. Yeah, that's up to them.
We were supposed to talk about family and relationships. And you just, I guess I get to come back.
Yeah, you do, because that was really supposed to be about fatherhood.
You know, yeah, we supposed to talk about family, relationship, fatherhood, you know, and when everyone, but I followed your lead.
Yeah, but that, I mean, it's good because honestly, like, this piggybacks off the episode that we just had with Kay, because we talked about, you know what I'm saying, a big part of therapy and why, like, when some people go to therapy and, you know what I'm saying, they, you know, some people go to therapy and be like, what I'm paying you to talk? You ain't telling me how to fix my problems. A therapist ain't there to teach you how to fix your problems. A therapist is there to teach you how to fix your own problems, and you got to do the work. And if you're not ready to do the work, then it ain't even no point of going. You know what I'm saying? So that honestly, it's almost a continuation in a sense, because, like, you know, this is what doing the work really means. Sometimes when you say doing the work, like you said before early in the episode, you don't know what that means, especially, like, you know what I'm saying, from the outside looking in, it's just like, what is that? And especially if you ain't never encountered it before. And, like, to be fair, a lot of people ain't really encountered, you know what I'm saying, the right kind of people and things and, like, the traits of people to be successful. I've been lucky enough to have grown up and have encounters around people who I view as successful. Right. And when and you get to study their habits and, you know what I'm saying, some of the tools that they use and how they maneuver and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, I've been when I had jobs, I've been working since I was 15, and I done been doing manager roles since I was 16. You know what I'm saying? So I know I be in a room with, like, bosses and stuff, and I know how they talk to people, and I know certain ways how to, you know, motivate people and shit like that. And other people just ain't experienced that or they ain't seen that. You know what I'm saying? So I got a different perspective when it says, like, how to do the work. And I would love to, like, help people and show certain people what it look like, but everybody don't want it. You know what I'm saying? So I just be coming here for the people that want it. You know what I'm saying? It's just like, you gotta, if you want to know what the work looks like, shit, you know what I'm saying, we gotta get into it, because some people just don't know. Some people want to do better for their lives and they just don't know how.
Yeah, and then sometimes people just be talking shit.
So that's absolutely.
You know, I think that's what bothers me. That's why, like, the older I'm getting, you know, it just don't even behoove me to try to help talk. I get why you would do it, But when you start getting my age and you around people that's 55 and 60 and 65 years old, if they still talking shit at that age, you understand what
you just talking. You done made your choice about 20 years ago.
It don't make sense. You know, I talk to some youngins, you know, and most of the time, you know, I don't even waste my time with the youngins, because, you know, if they ain't got their shit together and they ain't motivated to do it, they just talking shit anyway.
Yeah.
You know, just like I told you, you know, my nieces and nephews, they come out the box at fucking 18 years old, and they fucking grind, you know, trying to get through school, trying to get a trade, trying to get an education. They come out grinding. They got the shit figured out. Now the fuck is you 25, 30, 35, 40 sitting up here talking shit? You know? Because that fucking joint and that drink is your fucking guy. It's your pimp. You understand what I'm saying? Let's just keep it fucking real.
Yeah.
You know? That fucking bottle or that joint is your fucking pimp. It's
women,
calling you every time you get
mm-hmm.
paid. Every time you get paid, that's what's calling you. Every time you fucking gotta sit down, you gotta roll that fucking blunt. And you gotta smoke that fucking blunt. And really, one day you gonna fucking sit back and you gonna think to your fucking self. You gonna like, man, this motherfucker had a grip on me all this time. And that's why I can't do the work. Because my fucking girlfriend keep calling me to this couch. You know, telling me to puff.
Yeah.
You know? So I can't do shit. You know, I can't move forward. You know, I can't move backward. I can't do shit. I'm gonna sit right here and blame everything on somebody else for my ass not doing what I'm supposed to do.
This shit gonna sound kind of cold, but I thought about this shit again and again. This is something like, I was on this shit too. This is why I'm speaking on it. But it's just like, how the fuck can you tell somebody you ain't got time for something when you smoke? Right. Like multiple hours a day. Now, mind you, and you could take this with any vice that you got. How the fuck you gonna really realistically sit up and tell somebody that you don't have time? Now how much time did it take for you to have to connect with that weed man and go get that weed? What's that, like 30 minutes? What's that 30 minutes that you could have done doing something else to go get it and buy it? Now you gotta go stop at the gas station. That's another 5 minutes, because you know you gotta go get you some Rellos, some wraps, some whatever. And then you take another 5 minutes to go, you know what I'm saying? Roll it up and put it together and this and that. And then you take 30 minutes and you sitting up there smoking it. You done wasted about 2 hours of your goddamn day, but you want to sit here and tell and talk about you ain't got time. You wasting your time. This is what you choosing to invest your time in. Don't say you ain't got time. You making fucked up choices.
We see, okay, so now we talking about drugs now. Look here. Motherfucker told me one time, and I was young. I don't know how true it is. I'm gonna take it as his word. He say, man, and I was getting high back in the day. I'm telling on myself. And he say, man, you know about weed? He say, whatever type of person you are when you smoke weed, he say, that's what that weed gonna bring out about you. I said, what do you mean? He say, like if you like to have fun and you jovial, he say that weed gonna make you, you know, have fun. It's gonna bring you up. He say if you like to, you know, get high and sit back and just chill, look at the room, that weed gonna do that. Say whatever your mood is, what type of person you is, that weed will bring that out on you. So instead of, we can sit up and talk about how bad weed is, but let like those rappers or rich people and shit, they can smoke weed and stuff like a brainiac and fucking find a way to go to fucking Mars or the moon. But, you know, you can, motherfucker like Tupac go in the studio and Snoop can get high all day and come out and write some of the best songs. Because that shit helps them. Okay?
Right.
So it ain't bad. But what I'm telling you
It's
is
about how you use it.
a lazy motherfucker could smoke weed and sit on his ass and then not know what's fucking him up.
Right.
You see what I'm saying?
But the key to what you saying too, you know what I'm saying? You said these rappers will go smoke a blunt and get in the studio.
Right.
An artist is gonna smoke that joint and go paint a painting.
Right.
You
A lazy, all I'm telling you is know what you are. Okay? See, you listen to me, because I know you just got what the fuck I said.
yeah.
Know what you are.
Yeah.
You said it, Richie. You said when I was going to S&T, you know, that weed fucked me up. It made you what? Miss your classes, you know, do all the a lazy motherfucker that roll up that blunt, hit that blunt, and sit on the couch, you know. That's why it's fucking you up.
Yeah, life just going by.
You feel what I'm saying?
You ain't doing shit.
Because I can't do it. Because I'm a thinker, okay? I'm a thinker, and I need my right mind. You see?
Yeah.
So when I fucking get high, it takes that away from me. You know, it'd be different if I got high and it made me smarter. You know, and it made me I'd be like, God damn, I gotta get me some more. That's what them fucking rappers do. Motherfucker like Tupac, they like, well, fuck. I could write poems and poetry, but goddamn, I hit this joint, you know. Snoop Dogg, fucking joint, and I'm fucking Superman, you know?
Yeah.
I fucking figuring out shit, and this shit coming to me, you know? But see, for me, I hit that shit, and all of a sudden, I'm tripping off everything. You know, I can barely fucking talk.
Yeah.
Why the fuck I want to be high? You see? And some people, like I'm saying, some people hit that joint, and they sit on that couch and they be like, oh, this shit great. I'm comfortable. Oh, this couch is sinking in.
Yeah. Where the chips at? Where the chips at?
Where the fucking Twinkies at? This Twinkie the five. Fuck, get some rice with this.
Right.
And some red soda. All this shit is nice.
Some White Castles will go real good with this high right now.
Right. So you do that, right? So you ain't doing shit. You ain't doing shit productive.
No.
So the next day, guess what? You roll up another motherfucking joint. Smoke that motherfucker. Sit your ass back on the couch and eat another goddamn Twinkie.
Some emos would be lovely.
Thank you. Thank you. You know, hey, a bitch is coming back. Let me roll a joint.
Ain't that fantastic?
Right, man. I'm gonna do this and that. Da. Ooh, this is great. Now you don't spend motherfucking $100 on weed. Look, you done spent
$50 on food.
Weed, ate some emos, some Chinese. Okay, got with a girl. You know, all that shit you could have got for free.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
You ain't did shit productive. You know, you ain't did shit productive. That's the shit I'm saying. That's why I can't fuck with it.
Me either. Like, that's why I had to back up off of it.
Because I'll be an Oreo cookie eating motherfucker.
But because that would be me, man. I would be the same nigga sitting up here making excuses like, man, I ain't got no time.
I ain't going outside on this sunny day today.
No.
I'm just gonna sit here, pull my drapes in.
And watch Netflix.
Thank you. Like it's wintertime. You know? like it's wintertime.
For real. And you trying to figure out why you can't meet nobody. Why you not getting where you want to get in life? Why your financial situation still the same? What, you know what I'm saying? Why things going this way? It's like you ain't doing shit. You waste every day. You waste every day. And like, ain't nobody telling you to go out, do some hard, extravagant shit. Ain't nobody telling you go climb Mount Everest tomorrow. Niggas just saying reevaluate what the fuck you do today so you can have something. You know what I'm saying? Reevaluate what you do so you can have something. What's some simple shit that a nigga do? Say you don't like your job, right? You know what I'm saying? So you again, you done sat there, you done went, you done got your emos, your Chinese food, whatever. You sitting there high as hell, you know what I'm saying? Sitting here depressed, talking about how much you hate your job to yourself. But you could have used that time and applied for at least like 2-3 jobs even before you got hired.
Working at Dollar General and shit.
Exactly. You
could have spent. Mother, ain't no way I'm gonna be working at Dollar General getting high. I'm telling you. I'm just telling you shit. Only way, but I see why you gotta get high working at Dollar General.
Okay.
Maybe we going about this shit wrong.
Because I know I was doing it in my retail days. That's how I got through it.
Right. I'm saying maybe we ought to reevaluate why people get high. Maybe it's because they got them shitty jobs, you know.
Because they want more out of life. But you gotta be honest with yourself.
But wouldn't that be the cruelest joke on the world? That you got a shitty job, so you getting high because you got a shitty job, but getting high is keeping you in that shitty job.
Yeah, absolutely. People don't see that shit. Honestly, niggas will look and be like, you just judging because I smoke. Fuck you, nigga. Like, you know what I'm saying? But it's not. It's not.
So if anybody listening to this and they got a shitty job, I want you to go roll the biggest joint up you got.
And think about it.
Smoke that shit and evaluate your life and find out. And then you will know why you got that shitty job. You know? Why you can't get nowhere because you smoking that joint. And puff that shit out for me. You know? Puff that shit out for you. Because we either make you think. That's why people don't want to. People motherfuckers don't listen at this shit high. Because see, if I listen at this shit high, I'd be like, let me try that. God damn. After I get through car, I'm like, God damn. That shit is deep. You fuck around. That fucking weed be like Satan.
It is.
That fucking hold in you. We'd be like, don't listen to that motherfucker, man.
Turn that shit off.
Turn that shit off.
I don't really want to hear that shit.
Back on the couch. You want a Twinkie, nigga?
You know they got the new Halloween Oreos out, don't you?
How about some ice cream with my ass? Hey, it's a good movie. It's a good movie on Netflix, motherfucker. Go get the blanket and some popcorn. Wrap up, hit me 3 times, put me out, eat some more Twinkies.
And call Shirley while you at it. Let's see what she doing. She might come over.
So then when you wake up the next day and you're like, man, I hate this shitty ass job. But fuck, I gotta go so I can get me some more weed. Man, this shit crazy. Chris, you got me talking shit.
Man, it's time to go ahead, get up out of here before we piss some people off.
Hey, look, I ain't talking about nobody.
Nah.
I'm just saying what my pastor said.
I'm just saying what I'm saying.
Because I used to smoke a little weed and fucking eat some Twinkies.
Yeah.
That's why I'm talking about.
Same.
You know, that's what I'm talking about. I used to like them crocodiles. What the crocodiles? You remember them?
No, I don't know. Maybe I do though.
They was some fucking Twinkie that they was milk that had the chocolate over. And ooh, shit, when you was getting high, all my high folks out there, when you was getting high, man, that milk chocolate melted in your mouth. Then you get the motherfucking vanilla cake from the Twinkie. And then the fucking after that, the fucking the what you call the center melt in your mouth. Oh shit.
That would be me with some Jack in the Box tacos. I used to love
right. That's why I was getting high. I was getting high fucking so I could taste that Twinkie special.
Right. It's a whole new experience when you're high. Your taste buds just on a whole new level. It'd be like I ain't never seen these damn cheap ass Jack in the Box tacos. I feel like it's the greatest thing I ever ate in my life. You do with the soggy middle and everything. You'd be like, this is the best taco I ever had in my life. Nigga, you just high. You just high. Go sit down.
I know that's right.
Go sit down.
Well, look at Rich. This been nice, but you gotta get me back on here so we can talk about family and relationships and all that stuff. And you know,
we gonna do it. We gonna get into it.
Keep you going. You know, we gonna try to keep you going.
Oh, we ain't stopping.
We got ideas for other people. Like I said, you need to call. You know,
I got you.
You need to call Punky because I think Punky good. She'll turn this out. Punky like to talk. Keep it real. I'm just putting it out there. You understand? If you put stuff out there in the universe,
it's gonna come back. Yeah.
Yeah, it's a few other people you had to coach. You know, like my sister, my sister cool. Got a lot of stuff, you know, about the good life, and all her stuff will be on the positive thing, and punking too. But I'm just saying, you know, I'm just putting it out there, you know.
Yeah, we gonna get into it. Y'all, we got so much to come, so many things in the process and coming y'all way. And when I say it, I mean it. So stay tuned. Don't forget that we got a new schedule. We coming out now Fridays at 11. Fridays only. Monday is no more. But we got so much more coming y'all way. Thank y'all for tuning in to another episode of Thinker versus Speaker. Don't forget to follow us on Facebook and Instagram at Thinker versus Speaker, and TikTok at Thinker versus Speaker PC. You can follow me, Marissa the Thinker, at MarissaY17 on Instagram, Snapchat, TikTok, Twitter when I feel like it, but I never feel like it. And Marissa Yarbrough on Facebook. Dad, do you want to let them know where they can follow you, or it ain't their business?
Nah, they can just hit you up. If I get 10 followers, I'll put my stuff out here and I'll be coming live to y'all in living color, because that's what type of nigga I am. Appreciate y'all.
Hell yeah. Thanks for coming through. I appreciate it. It was another great episode, and we'll see y'all next week.
Later.
All right, bye y'all.